A few weeks ago, we barely knew how to hook up and drive this camper. Now we're about to spend a few nights boondocking while we travel over 500 miles from Michigan to New York. We'll be spending 2 nights at Harvest Hosts and stopping at a truck stop for a shower along the way. Between long driving days, a night in the low 30s, and figuring out life on the road with a cat and a dog, this trip ended up teaching us a lot about what full-time travel actually looks like.
We just pulled out of our last campsite in Michigan. We've been here for about 3 weeks and we had a really nice time, but we are really excited for our next stop, which will be upstate New York. We're gonna be stopping and seeing Joey's family for a little bit and doing some laundry, fixing some stuff up in the camper before we head out to see the rest of upstate New York. And we will be splitting our drive. It's about 8 to 9 hours between where we are in Michigan and where we're going in New York. So we split it up into 3 days of driving. Today we've got about 3.5 hours, and we're going to be stopping at a Harvest Host in Ohio, a winery, so we can stop in and get some drinks and dinner before we go to bed. And we just split up the drive just to make it easier for us. It's easier on our animals, so we're excited to hit a couple Harvest Hosts along the way and then eventually get to New York.
Our first stop was a winery in Ohio. There were a lot of options to stop along this route, some that even had views of Lake Erie. But we chose the spot because the menu was vegetarian friendly and it had a massive dog park to bring our dog, Kiros, to. With Harvest Hosts, you're usually expected to spend around $30 at the business you're staying at. We headed inside and enjoyed a few beers and some delicious food before spending some time at the dog park.
We brought these plates back from inside. We ordered a few items, but we were trying to stick to a budget. So we brought these out so we could make ourselves a little bit more food and fill us up for the night so we don't spend any more money.
It was mixed entirely in the bag, so no need to get extra dishes dirty, and I'm eating all of it, so there's nothing else that could be wrong.
Good job! We stopped at a Love's Travel Stop and they had showers here, so it's been a couple days since we've had a shower. It was $18, but we were both able to use the same shower, which was nice, and it was super easy to go in. And now we're in our camper just in the parking lot eating some falafel that we had left over before we head to our next Harvest Host.
going to the brewery to go have a beer.
We just left our harvest host. It's about 7:30 in the morning. It was only supposed to be like 43 degrees last night, but it ended up getting down into the 30s, and it was so cold. So all four of us were cuddled up on the bed trying to keep each other warm since we didn't have any electric hookup to use our heat. And yeah, we couldn't get out of there fast enough this morning. So we've got the heat blasting in the car, and everyone I think is a little happier. And we're gonna get on our way to our family member's house in upstate New York.
This was a great experience for us to test out boondocking, but we definitely have some upgrades we would want to make before going somewhere more remote. Our cat and dog have been adjusting to full-time travel really well, and we've loved using Harvest Host spots on our travel days. We will be relaxing with our family for a little bit and then heading into the Catskill Mountains.